Here at Weekend Workbench, we believe everyone deserves a comfortable place to call home. That's why we've partnered with Ace Hardware today to turn this abandoned building into a livable space for our veterans. Welcome to Veterans Village.
We have 96 units here. We have our first unit here. It will facilitate single and or married veteran couples. Our veterans deserve the best, so we owe them. Many of our veterans are homeless. They're living in horrible conditions. So we're hoping that this will give them a boost in life, give them a chance to regroup their lives because they've given their lives to our country. So the least we can do is give them a place to eat and sleep and have some peace of mind.
Being that this tribute comes for the veterans, I can appreciate it even more because I'm a veteran.
Veterans Village also gives new life to the community of Ford Heights.
This is a blighted area. This complex can now be turned into something viable and useful to the community.
I think it'll be uplifting. We don't have too many things out here to say that are uplifting, but this will be a good start. And I welcome them with open arms.
To help with this inspiring community initiative, I'm offering my novice painting skills to help prep, prime, and paint at Vets Village. Ace expert Adam is on site to give me a professional lesson. We have a wall here that's been drywalled, but we need to prime this thing, and you're the expert that's going to show me how to do it today.
Yes, so today we're going to be working on sanding down the wall first. With new construction, you always want to make sure that it's smooth and ready to go before you prime.
For that, we grab a sanding block, respirator, and rags. We'll also need a ladder, primer, paint, a paint tray, roller and cover, paintbrush and roller grid, and painter's tape.
First step, using your sanding sponge, is to sand the new patch smooth so it's ready for the paint and there's not any heavy texture.
So Adam, our wall is sanded, it's cleaned off, we hit it with the rag. Now it's time to prime. Why do we want to prime this wall though?
Basically what we're trying to do is make it an even coating over everything because you have different substrates that absorb paint differently.
Okay.
And if you painted directly over this, you would see different textures in your final coat.
Really?
So the primer gives it one nice even finish. We're using a 5-gallon bucket, so you want to use a painting grid to get excess paint off your roller so it's not heavy dripping.
Did you bring a roller for me?
Got one right here for you.
Alrighty, let's get to it. Using Adam's tips, we get some primer rolled onto the wall, applying it in a Y pattern. When it comes to the ceilings and corners, we forego the painter's tape and instead use an angled brush. Because this is new construction, the ceiling hasn't been painted yet, so it's okay if we accidentally get some up there. So Adam, we're getting some really good coverage with this primer, but I noticed not all areas are created equal on the wall.
Yeah, and that's just because it's new construction. When we do that top coat with a really good paint, it's going to even out and level and be a nice even coat from top to bottom.
What do you say we get to it, finish this thing up?
All right, sounds like a plan.
Now, how long do we want to wait before we do anything else with the wall?
It dries to the touch in about 20-30 minutes, but really you want to wait 2 hours before you do any top coating.
But you have another wall that's ready to be painted, and we're going to go that way.
Let's go.
All right? So Adam, you have me at the wall. This wall is already primed, it's dry, but we need to do a few things before we paint. What do we need to do?
Okay, so we're taking a little bit more caution with this one. Since the ceiling's a little bit done, we're going to be using our frog tape, which is a special sealing tape for our clean edge. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to be working with 2 or 3 foot strips, laying it along the ceiling, making sure that we roll across with our fingers to get a nice seal along the edge.
Adam overlaps the strips of tape to ensure that no paint will seep under and onto the ceiling.
We've got some detail products here. This is like a shorter roller. It's a mini roller. It's good for getting in the edges and in the corners. And then we're choosing our main roller carefully, something that's more sturdy here so it doesn't bend and give too many waves as you roll.
When it comes to the paint itself, we're going with Valspar paint in an eggshell sheen, a practical option for high traffic rooms because it hides imperfections. I'm an amateur, I'm a little worried about streak marks, things like that. Is this paint gonna help me?
Yeah, this is the best one for you. It's self-leveling, so you won't see any of those brush marks or roller marks. It's really gonna smooth out by the time it's dry.
Now, time to paint. Adam uses the 4-inch roller on the edges of the wall, and then cuts in the corners with an angled brush. I tackle the rest of the wall using a large roller. With a little teamwork and one coat of paint, our wall is painted to perfection. So Adam, our wall is painted, it looks great. Obviously we're at a construction site today for a really good cause, but this is a project most homeowners are gonna tackle some point in their lives.
And as you can see, with the right products and the right tools, you get a really fine finish.
Priming and painting a room should only take about a day, and it should cost you less than $100. But contributing to Veterans Village truly was priceless, and I'm always happy to put my DIY skills to good use. For more information on how to get involved, please visit the address below.